Hi traders, hope you are well. It's Chris here at thetradingmentors.com. This is your full market analysis for the 15th of May. Congratulations if you have the QuantFlow Dynamics software. I'll cover this in the next few minutes so you can understand better how it works, why it works, and why you should have it. But it's a trending forecast. It is a 3-in-1 piece of kit which measures reversals, it measures swing highs, swing lows, and continuation patterns. So let's have a look at this in the 10-minute chart so you can see what's going on. And we can see during the Asian session there was a big fall, wasn't there, as the price went back up into the golden zone. I often talk about the golden zone, back up into the 50 moving average or the 20, depending what you're ever looking at. But look out for the swing highs during this time, swing highs during this time, swing highs during this time. So at 45.70, somewhere around there, 45.90, somewhere around there, 46.20 there, and it also gives you liquidity zones as well. These blocks here give you FVGs and liquidity, and here at 46.60. Of course, it's happened during the Asian session, but nonetheless a great trading opportunity using the right tools. Now, something you can do, of course, you can dial down into the 5-minute chart, or automatically just flick it down and it tells you everything you need to know. Now, we see that the price often comes back into the golden zone here, Asian session again, here, London open here, down, and it did continue down, but it's basically gone pretty much sideways. There was an opportunity to sell here at 45.65. The price gets rejected at the golden zone. So the golden zone is highly powerful. If you see the price moving up into this area, into a downtrend below the blue line, that's your trend. Look at the direction of this. The direction tells you everything, and the price continues down. Now we do have a change going on right now. It's late, it's 4 p.m. here in the UK, so we're seeing some kind of change, but it's not convincing. It's not a tradable event, especially so late in the day. If it happened at lunchtime, then of course we'd have more time for this price to gather momentum, and there is no momentum in the price. So a fantastic system, and we look forward to next week, because I think it's going to be really interesting next week. Because have a look at the 4-hour chart on gold in particular. This is the reversal chart. That's basically what we're looking for in the reversal chart, is a very strong demand area, plus 72 on the 4-hour. We're going to get some kind of divergence probably as well. So if you want to hold on to gold in terms of a position rate back up to 47.30, somewhere around there, then I think next week we're going to see this rally into that area if this price holds this market structure. So if it holds onto this demand area and then reverses and bounces up, then we could have some fantastic trading opportunities. So congratulations today. Now, if we dial down to the 15-minute chart, this is what's happening now as we talk into the reversal charts. We saw divergence throughout the day, but there was no real significant pull up. There was no, and the demand zones were taken out, and the buy power has weakened throughout the day. So the reversal charts were really non-existent in terms of the 15-minute chart. But never mind, 4-hour chart looks really interesting into next week. So once you get into that position, all you need to do is get into your gold on your QuantFlow Dynamics software, and then just wait for the change in character. And we can see that starting right now. So we could see early as Monday, we could see an opportunity to come into this trading opportunity here. And all you're doing, basically very simple, once we have clear confirmation and clarity in terms of change in direction, then we are looking for pullbacks into the golden zone, and up it goes, golden zone, and up it goes, that kind of thing, and into a market structure to the upside. So let's have a look around. Canadian Swiss, we entered this a few days ago, looking okay. in profit, heading for our target. Let's have a look at the DXY. Stronger DXY equals lower prices in gold. That's the correlation. It's not been doing much correlation, to be fair, in the last week or month or so, but nonetheless, once you have this going on here, then gold tends to fall. And that's exactly what's happened overnight during the Asian session. So as we can see, the price now is hitting a order block, but there's no convergence here. So for all intents and purposes, the QuantFlow Dynamic is showing up. That's what you're looking for. If we get a down into next week, then we know that gold is going to rally. Stronger dollar equals weaker euro dollar. So if you're trading that, congratulations. All you're doing here, guys, is just waiting for the price to break down the moving average. And that is a continuation pattern. You don't necessarily have to have a reversal where the price comes into supply. You can trade the continuation pattern if you wish. The other thing to look out for in the reversal charts is you don't want to see a gap here like this. There's an imbalance, and so therefore we do have a strong buy power, but I do need these order blocks to merge before we see any valid corrections or a valid reversal. Understanding that will be very easy and be very quick to analyze the markets. Again, pound, you can see here, pound USD, we have a down. This was nice. If you traded this, this was nice. We're in the dollar Swiss, so this does the opposite. So you could have sold the pound USD into a very strong sell power of 82, very, very high, above 60. And the price has now come down. Again, there's an imbalance, so I just want to see these two come together, which they probably will on Monday or Tuesday next week, where we're going to see a possible buying opportunity into the pound USD and the euro dollar, but not confirmed yet. Of course, all the pairs are moving down, the dollar pairs, New Zealand USD. Now this is interesting. Couple of things going on here. Have you spotted them? The first thing is we do have a down, so just sell it on the down. And we have a buy. We had the buy a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Congratulations. And we now have a buy power of 71. So this demand zone, which has merged together, is going to be red hot. This is going to be red hot into Monday, Tuesday, especially if the dollar starts to move back down again. Now the markets generally are becoming more stable across the board. We're actually making money, which is great. And my goodness, I've never seen that before. Wow, we've got a buy power of 101. I've never seen that before in all the years I've been seeing that. So that's interesting. So we could have had that there. US Canadian is going up, of course. Buy power of 87. So if you saw that, congratulations. US Swiss, of course, it's making a ton of money. And we have a beautiful buy signal here into demand plus 86, getting stronger and stronger. So we're going to go up to our target into next week, 79.07. So I haven't seen these charts today, so let's have a look. The yen futures looking weaker, which means there could be opportunities to buy into the yens, because this demand area here is very, very weak. So this can be ignored. The price is highly likely to continue down past this. So we're looking for buys into the yens. Nothing going on. Very quickly you can see when the software updates. When the software updates, you can actually see what's going on here. That looks nice, doesn't it? Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Oh no, we've got demand. Yeah, so the yens are looking fairly mixed actually. considering, and I think we'll see what's going on next week, into next week, to see if the yen futures are weakening, as I think they will, and so there will be buying opportunities. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the pound yen, we have a very, very strong buying opportunity here, despite the price coming down with low volumes, of course, but we do expect the price to come into this area. We have convergence, we have divergence, so we just need the price to actually start to rally into this area. 210.40, 210.42 is interesting. Canadian Swiss, as I mentioned, is one that we're in and looks okay. Happy to hold that over the weekend. The other Swisses look pretty mixed, actually, in my mind. Let's have a look. Wait for the software. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we've gone long the pound Swiss. We have convergence, buy power of 81, and we haven't got the up yet, but that's okay. A reversal is often the opposite way to the trend. It's often that way because it's early. You can, of course, wait for the price to re-establish itself, and that becomes a continuation pattern. And the price moves up, and this catches up with that, and the price moves up, and then off it goes to the races. Gold I've spoken about. Let's have a look at silver. Silver's fallen as well because of the dollar, but this is not looking as interesting as gold actually into next week. As you can see, it probably will end up the same kind of pattern, but it needs to move down to about $72.65. That's the interesting part of this system. I suspect, yes, there we are. This is the indices looking very, very flat, and it seems to me, it feels like the whole world is waiting to see what happens next in terms of Iran. That's how it feels. It's all gone very quiet, hasn't it? And I think they're just a bit nervous. But from our perspective, we have some very, very hot trades lining up really nicely into next week now, including the dollar, if it starts to sort itself out. Wow. Okay. Now this is the pound Canadian. I've just gone long the pound Swiss. Yeah, that can come off. Let's go green. So the pound Swiss. So let me go down to the pound Aussie. Where was I? Pound Canadian. That's it. Yeah. So the pound Canadian is interesting. Oh no, that's very interesting. Okay. We don't have any divergence. Yeah, I knew there was a reason. Yeah, we don't have the divergence in the market that I hoped for. This is automatically given to you on the markets through the software, so that you can actually make a ton of money. So I really want to wait for divergence, even though I've got a buy power of 71. I don't have an up. I have a down still. So you may find with this particular one, it drifts down into this area, and then you're going to have divergence about 182.50. Hopefully that makes some sense. But you can probably see how quickly it is to analyze these charts. Continuation patterns, reversals, swing trading. The swing trading is not on here. That's the QuantFlow Dynamics version of 3.1, which gives you everything. Oh, there we go. Didn't know that. There we go. Surprise myself sometimes. So here we go. Now we did have 1 divergence, 2 strong buy power, and we have the W pattern. All right. I've got a target here of 2,000. So looking good. Very good, actually. Bitcoin, very mixed indeed. So let's go back to gold. And I suspect it's pretty flat Friday afternoon. Yeah, look at that. It's really not going anywhere now. It's found its feet though, so I am very interested in this on Monday. You can trade off the 10-minute chart if you want and just wait for the change of character and then just wait for the price. So even if you miss the early entry for the change of character, so what I'm talking about here is when the price suddenly breaks into this area, it suddenly moves above this blue line here. That's your complete change of character on the QuantFlow Dynamics software. Don't forget we've got 10% off only for this week only, so I warned you. So once we actually see that position start to break, then that's when you're going to make a ton of money. Now if you miss that position here, it might happen at midnight, who knows, don't worry, because you're going to get these positions coming into the golden zone, push up, swing high, swings lows along that journey. But it'd be the opposite to this, of course. You'd be getting this happening into a swing low, this happening into a swing low, into the golden zone, and you can actually get into those positions throughout the week. So yeah, so it looks like markets are actually starting to come together at last. We've waited a long time and we're actually making money now, which is fantastic. And I know a lot of you are trading off gold on the 30-minute chart, so congratulations to you guys who are doing that. I'm getting some great feedback. But I like the 10-minute, I like the 15-minute, and I like the 5-minute. So it's personal choice. Just choose your time frame that you prefer. And if the 10-minute is doing that, then all you're doing is going into the 5-minute and selling it on the pull-ups into the golden zone. Have a great weekend.